ancestors, the elders, and some of the children. This is not Channel 12. So let's see. Alcohol. Good or bad? Double-edged sword. Come on and let's have a drink. Let's go and enjoy a drink. How deep is it that we see this pattern over and over and time again? The Indians are on the reservations drunk, wiped out a whole generation, race of people with alcohol. You got people who ruined their whole lives and career in the 50s and 60s, and how bad alcoholism was before we were allowed to have access to all the other drugs that are available. One of the first problems with alcohol and other addictions or bad habits is a lot of times you got to hit bottom before you recognize time for a change. And it's only after you hit bottom or you hit that floor, you get to the point where people like, they can't, you got to make a decision. There was a movie, 28 Days by, with Sandra Bullock in it. And it was really, really, really good. That was a life changer. Also, Flight with Denzel Washington. But the 28 Days was really good. So I just wanted to mention those two to start before I really got started, even though I already started with the one thing. And I know I said it was like a double-edged sword. I know everybody just says, come have a drink. And some people can just have one drink and it's not that big a deal. They don't have to go on. But other people, we have different drinking habits. And yeah, people's objectives are different when they decide to have a drink. So I'm gonna try to go down this list and go down this line. I have some other videos in mind in the future, but I just had to just do this one thing at a time. So we talked about hitting bottom. Sleep after. Okay, so. Generally, as you start to wean yourself off or take your little breaks, I believe is all, we all know it's good that you can't drink 24/7. You can't drink all day, every day. Drinking during the daytime isn't good, so it would be good to some degree, have taken sort of a fast, at least where you're not drinking when the sun is up. In general, just I would think to be a general good rule of thumb. I would think it may even trace back to etiquette or something. And plus, I'm just putting these things out here for free. I haven't drank in so many years. But like I say, I'm just putting this out here for free. So it isn't about me and about putting other people down. It's just something that moved me. Said I need to go and get this video done and try to help whoever I could, because I really would like to be a lot more selective than what's going on with YouTube. I don't want to, help people that's messed up and really got other messed up intentions. And, you only want to help the people you're supposed to connect with, help fellow good people have positive energy and keep that flow going and be on that level or that side of the energy field. But of course, we know there's an objective that is just as strong. And it has been that way throughout time. So what we're dealing with right now is alcohol, drinking, and drinking too much, going too far, taking your fast. What happened with me was once I started fasting and breaking and taking my time away from alcohol, my tolerance got really low. So the lower my tolerance got, the harder it was for me to go back to alcohol. And it just so happened that I just stopped drinking altogether. And it used to be a good rule of thumb to certain people who knew, or people who always seek higher knowledge or more education, to know that you are supposed to have a sober mind when you're taking in new information and things that you are learning as you go on your journey and through your quest in life. So another good point to being sober versus drinking, being inebriated, having it in your system, having your arteries and your body hardened, etc., to your liver and everything else. But where were we at? You don't need drinking maybe a cup of water before you go to bed to help cleanse your body, even if you have been drinking, because it makes your kidneys work overtime, having to process that alcohol and different things. And as you get older, your body changes, the kidneys are abused, and you got your liver. And then for men, I know we have the prostate. And the prostate, I think any man or any person, but any human being who goes through a prostate encounter, procedure, accident, whatever you want to call it, anything that's happening in that prostate region, once you go through that, it's life changing. So things really don't always be the same. You might go through it and pretend you forgot, but I don't think you're gonna go through it so many times in a repeat set of motion and make similar wrong mistakes or not do what you're supposed to do to avoid that situation, because it's definitely life changing. It's really bad, and it's rare to have a partner that's gonna help you with that situation. So maybe another good point to maybe monitor your drinking a little bit if the spirit move you when the sun is up, normal ordained time. And then when you're kicking, or if you need some help trying to get off, a lot of times you might just need to go to sleep. Sometimes people are just having a rough time calming down, winding down at the end of the day, and just want to have something to drift off to go to sleep. But there's many other sleep aids that you can take that are a lot cleaner and leave you a lot more physically able and satisfied than alcohol. And you'd want to try to not be drinking alone all the time too, because the more you drink alone, the more you can fulfill your habit. And sometimes it is always harder to find somebody else to share a drink with, but at least maybe the situation is appropriate where you are sitting with somebody else and doing it, because otherwise, I guess you're trying to have so much, you're not trying to really share it. It's not a festive sort of situation at that point. So, just some little tidbits just on why I believe alcohol can be detrimental to you, or physical, mental, and spiritual growth. And if anybody needs help or assistance or appreciate it, or, however you might feel about it, that's what I felt like I wanted to do or needed to do. And I've done it. And God love you, God love me.